been struggling with this rotor on a 2020 F350. This is the front rotor, left side. Beating on it with a hammer. I want to use this rotor over again, so I don't want to hit right on the surface. So I've been using blocks of wood to put in between. Bringing out the big sledgehammer. It's on there pretty tight. I did put some PV blaster around this edge, and in where each threaded lug is connected, there's a little gap. Yeah, you can kind of see it right in there. Just give a spray in there. Idea is to get it between this rotor and the hub. It's probably been a couple hours since I put PV blaster on it, so it's had a chance to soak in a bit. Spun on a couple lug nuts just halfway, so if it does come off when I'm beating on it, it won't fall off onto the floor. So I want to try a trick today to pry this off. It's using a couple bolts and washers. So basically, we're going to take a nut and a bolt and put it through the back. A couple people have told me about this trick. These are probably 5/8 inch bolts. I mean, this is a heavy duty truck, so I can get a larger bolt through the hole in a car. You might have to use something smaller with smaller rotors, or the hammer, maybe just hammering them off will work. So I want to protect this rotor. So I got a couple pieces of scrap steel here. I just want to put something between the bolt and the rotor so I don't leave a gouge in the rotor when I tighten this down. So we're just going to kind of stick that in there, snug it up a bit. And we're going to crank on them. I may have to do this a couple times, but turn the nut so I'm less chance of messing up the end of the bolt, so they come apart easier. And unfortunately I got two different size heads on these bolts, but it'll work for what we're doing. These are the factory rotors. Probably about 30,000 miles on it in the Northeast, so they do have probably some good rust there, or they may actually have some paint there from the factory that's making them stick. But so I'm going to snug down on these. It's pretty tight. Snug down this one a little bit more. Okay, hear that crack is starting to move. That's a good sign. Back and forth between these, and I may stop and just spin it 180 degrees. I think we'll do that. You don't want to stress anything out too much. Figure out where we are here. Spin it. she's loose. There you go. So we'll, before we put it back together, we'll clean this lip, wire brush it really good, and maybe put a little anti-seize on there. So next time we don't have to wrestle as much to get them off. Right. Hope that helps.